Is Dubai real estate in a bubble? Is it going to crash or boom? UBS Global Index Report. Hi, I am Supraja. Welcome to Milestone Homes podcast series. Today, let me clear up one of the biggest doubts people have right now. Is Dubai real estate in a bubble? Is it going to crash, correct, or continue booming? These questions are everywhere right now. Prices have surged massively since 2021, rising 20 to 30% year in some areas. Global reports from names like UBS and Fitch have added even more fuel to the depths. UBS says Dubai is moving into elevated bubble risk. Fitch warns of a possible correction. Headlines are loud, emotional, and often one sided. But what's the truth? Today, let's ignore the noise and break this down using actual data, fundamentals, supply, demand, and the real risks and opportunities in the market. Why people think Dubai is a bubble? There are two big reasons global media is calling Dubai a bubble. First one, UBS Global Real Estate Bubble Index. UBS moved Dubai from fairly valued into elevated bubble risk. This doesn't mean a crash is guarantee, it just means valuations have risen faster than before. 2. Fetch forecast. Fetch predicted Dubai could deliver over 200k units in the next 2 years. According to them, this could lead to a 10 to 15% price correction. To many people, this sounds like Dubai is overheating. But before we believe this, we must understand what an actual real estate bubble looks like. What a real estate bubble usually looks like. Across history, in the US, Spain, Ireland, China, all bubbles share the same signs. 1. Prices disconnect from fundamentals. Prices rise much faster than salaries, rentals, or population. 2. Rental yields collapse. Investors stop buying for rent and start buying for speculation. 3. Excessive leverage. People borrow too much. Mortgage debt skyrockets. 4. Heavy flipping and speculation. Investors buy properties they never intend to use or rent. 5. Massive overbuilding. Developers build far more homes than new households being formed. Now, let's check if Dubai matches these conditions today. Dubai's fundamentals bubble or not? 1. Prices versus income and rentals. Despite rising prices, Dubai is still far more affordable than cities like Hong Kong, London, Paris, or Singapore. A typical 650 to 700 square feet city center apartments require fewer years of income to buy compared to other global hubs. Rentals have also risen alongside prices. In a bubble, rentals stay flat while prices explode. 2. Rental yield are still high. Dubai's rentals are among the shortest in the world. Apartments 7 to 8%, villas 5 to 6%. If Dubai were in a true bubble, yields would collapse 2 to 3%. But they haven't because real demand exists. 3. Leverage is low. Dubai's market is now built on dangerous levels of debt. Mortgages to GDP is much lower than the US, UK, or Europe. Banks are heavily capitalized and regulations are stricter than in 2008. This means even if prices dip, the banking system is protected. 4. Construction to GDP is normal. Before the 2008 crash, Dubai's construction to GDP ratio hit extreme levels. Today, it's in the normal 5 to 7 range, indicating growth, not risk. These fundamentals show a market is active and heated but not structurally broken. The real debate upcoming supply. Now, let's address the part that scares people most. Future supply. Fitch claims Dubai will deliver over 200k units across 2025 and 2026. This sounds alarming if it were true, but here's the reality. 1. Dubai rarely delivers all units on time. Historically, only around 50% of launched units hand over by the target date due to constructor shortages, regulatory approvals, funding delays, and the rapid growth in announcements versus actual construction. 2. Most future projects are in early stages. When you analyze construction progress, around 65% of upcoming units are below 20% completion. Only 13% are close to completion. This means actual handovers will be far lower than paper supply. 3. Realistic 5 years deliveries. Using real construction data, Dubai is likely to deliver around 250k to 300k units over the next 5 years, not the 436k plus often mentioned. Now, let's compare that to the demand. Population growth, the hidden strength. Demand for real estate is driven by people, and Dubai's population growth has been exceptional. Over 600k new residents since 2020. Government target of 5 million residents by 2030. That's 1 plus million people in the next 5 years. Even if each household has 2 to 3 people, that level of growth can easily absorb the realistic 250k to 300k units expected. This is why the oversupply narrative is often exaggerated, where the real risk lies. The whole market is not a bubble, but some segments are riskier. 1. High volume affordable apartments. Around 80% of off plan sales are under 3 million AED. This segment is where most supply is concentrated. These units may face more competition, slower resale, possible 10 to 15% correction. 2. Oversupply communities. Areas with large pipeline included Business Bay, JVC, Dubai South, parts of MBR City and GBC. Not every property here is bad, but buyers must be selective. 3. Villas remain undersupplied. Villas make only up to 20% of sales. Most villa buyers are end users, not flippers. This is why villas have overperformed apartments and continue to show strong fundamentals. Final answer: crash, correction, or continued growth. Here's the balanced, data backed conclusion. Dubai is not in a classic real estate bubble. Dubai is in a late stage expansion cycle. Some segments may cool, some communities may correct. The border market is supported by population, infrastructure, and global demand. A citywide crash is unlikely, but a selective correction of 10 to 15% in oversupply apartment zones is possible. Meanwhile, well chosen villas, townhouses, and premium communities may continue to perform strongly. Dubai isn't about to burst, it's transitioning into the next chapter of its growth story. What buyers should do now? For buyers and investors, here's the smartest approach. Don't buy the headlines, buy the data. Evaluate supply in the specific community, not the whole city. Stress test your investment. If prices dropped 10 to 15%, would they still make sense? Think in years, not months. Dubai real estate rewards long term, not short term thinking. Dubai isn't a bubble. It's a fast growing global city moving from explosive growth into sustainable maturity, and the opportunities are still massive for those who understand the data. So, what's the final verdict? Is Dubai real estate in a bubble? The data clearly shows that while prices have risen quickly, the fundamentals remain strong. Yes, certain apartments, heavy areas may be corrections. Yes, the market will cool comparing to the explosive growth of the past few years. But a citywide crash? The numbers simply don't support that. Dubai continues to attract residences, investors, and global businesses at record levels. And real estate remains one of the strongest sector benefiting from the growth. So, instead of buying into fear-driven headlines, focus on real data. Understand the supply demand balance and choose your investment wisely. Thank Thank you for listening to Milestone Homes podcast. I am Supraja and I'll see you in the next episode where we break down more facts, more insights, and more clarity about Dubai real estate market.